Visiting the HRDC Mysore.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I've been visiting the HRDC on various issues, and there's a small change. As Sir told, I'll be dealing with the topic media and society in the first session. I'll be just doing it vice versa
No problem.
because I think media and society we can have a discussion at the second session also. But the present topic, what I'm been dealing is about the fake news and the media literacy. The main purpose of picking up this particular topic and why we have been giving you so much of importance is because one is we are all academicians. Secondly, the kind of social media impact which is happening on the society is, how much of it things have been grown. So there is a need. There is a need for the people like educated people like us, or maybe the youngsters, the younger generation, with whom we contact every day in the form of our students, the general society, the civil society. So there is a kind of thing which many of the people are not aware of. The reason why I picked up this particular topic is, as Sir was mentioning in his introduction, that I've been a Google Factchala certified trainer, where the Google India has chosen around 200 faculties in and across the country, belonging to from the various fields and all, and they have trained us in turn so that we can train our community members, we can train our fellow academicians, we can train our youngsters as to how important media literacy today has gained. As teachers, we keep interacting with our students, and everybody knows you just can't keep things without having a social media presence. So it is very much necessary. But at the same time, are we using this social media, or are we using this media literacy? How much of information we have? The whole purpose of this particular session, or the whole purpose of this, I think it will be extending even to the second session also, where we can have very good interaction also. Let's see how things takes place. But my concern here is, as educators, as academicians, when you people get back to your classrooms, when you people interact with your students, okay, this kind of awareness, this kind of media literacy, sometimes even being so educated, sometimes we miss out a lot of things. Okay, so this is the main purpose of this particular session, is to give you an insight as to how the social media has engrossed us, and how as educators, how leave out your subjects. Okay, sir was telling me that you people come from different background, irrespective of the subjects, whatever you people come from, but you're all educators, you're all people who train the people in turn. So when you people go back to your departments, you can carry a message, you can interact with your students. At the same time, you can also create a kind of awareness among the students. The main purpose of this particular thing is this. Let me share my screen. You can stop me anytime in between. Is there anything which you wants to do it? You can just ask me also. Sorry, I've gone for a wrong this thing. One second. Kannada bantu. I'll go for my English one. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Shut up. One sec. There is some issue with the thing. Give me some time, okay? Just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I think I might have missed out the thing. That's why. I have an English version and I have a Kannada version, so I don't want to use the Kannada one here. That's why. One sec.
No problem. Please take your own time.
Yeah, please. Just 2 minutes. It's there on my desktop. I'll just take it. Can you see the thing, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, sir. No.
You see the English pattern of that?
No. Dr. Sapna has started screen sharing. That's what we see.
Okay, just see whether you can get the English version.
Not shared.
Not shared. I've been sharing it. One sec.
Click on share screen.
Yeah, I'm doing it. This check, sir?
No. Now it came. Yes, madam. A news.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Okay. So the very purpose, kindly excuse me for interchanging the topics of what was being planned in the session. I'm extremely sorry about it. But what I thought was media and society. We have been speaking about it in a very extended manner. At the same time, we can also have an interaction over this session. We can also have the thing. But my contention and my main intention was here to introduce to our new academicians and our teachers about the new concept what is coming in. Okay, it is not only about the media. The whole thing, whatever I'll be speaking to you, people will be revolving around the society, it will be revolving around the media thing. But it is very much as we read newspapers, we watch television, we use social media to a larger extent. Are we responsible? Okay, whether it is very much necessary for us to be a very responsible citizens. Okay, there are loads of information. I keep telling to our students, and even you people are very much aware that today information is power. Okay, until and unless a person is not informed about our subject, about your respective subject, a person becomes very crippled. So with the coming of this internet, with the coming up of these platforms and all, everybody has got access to information. So what is that kind of information is being given to you? Are you using this information in a proper sense? Is it making us a grown individual? Is it making us a responsible citizens? Are we doing a justice to the society? Are we doing a social responsibility to society? The whole intention here is about this. And as I told, the Google India, over the period of time, has been knowing that India is one of the fastest growing developed country. It is developing. We are on the fast pace in terms of Brazil, in terms of US, in terms of China and all. But at the same time, when it comes to the population, okay, we are all being grown and growing, and at the same time, the kind of penetration of the internet, okay, the kind of internet which is being penetrated, the kind of mobile services which has come up to the country, the kind of the internet packages which are coming to the country has made everybody to have an access. You will be shocked to know that more than America, it is in India people are using internet. Okay, so it's in terms of, it's not only in terms of population, but the thing is the kind of eagerness what people have. So in order to address this issue, in order to see whether the people in the country, because we know we not only all the people in India are not educated. So though we say according to the census around 70 plus percentage of the Indians are educated, so there are still 30% of the population in the country which are not educated. When you use social media, each and everybody, 100% of the people or maybe 80% of the people are using internet, excluding our children's, excluding the people are not using it. So Google India came up with a concept which is called as this training program that is about the media literacy. What is this media literacy? The main purpose or the very definition of the media literacy is nothing but where you create an awareness. See, everybody you read newspaper, everybody watches television, and everybody listens to radio, you use internet. Are you using it in a responsible manner? Okay, there are many people who read different things in a different manner. According to my Vincent fancies, according to my inclination, according to my ideology, I see the news. Okay, I don't see the news in a very objective manner. Okay, so the Google India and data leads, we came up with a particular thing where we want to educate the masses about this media literacy. So this particular module one, we have developed around 6 modules exclusively on media and how the media has to be working in a society. Okay, so this particular first one, what I'm trying to tell you is about the information and the literacy drive. Okay, the information and the literacy drive is what we want to share it with you. Then, as I told, this Factshala is the Google thing. What Factshala is a news and the information literacy which has been launched by Google Dot as well as by the data leads. The main purpose here is why did we do this and why we are targeting the general public, the teachers. I've even spoken to some of the self-help group women. I've also spoken to the youngsters in the colleges. I've been doing a lot of programs with the people like the judges. We have worked with the IAS officers. We have been working with the police department people because information is for everybody. Okay, so everybody uses information, everybody sees the television, but how you access it? Okay,
Ma'am,
what is the way? Yeah,
sorry for the interruption.
yeah.
Can you go a bit slower?
Oh, is it? Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the thing is, that is my minus point is that I speak too fast and I always think people can grasp. I'm extremely sorry about it. I'll see to it that I speak a bit slower. Thank you. Okay, so the main purpose of this media literacy is to see how people access the information, at the same time how we can evaluate. See, understanding of one particular thing is varies from person to person. For example, if I'm liking somebody, the other person may need not like it. Okay, it differs from person to person. But when it comes to information, the same thing is happening. So we wanted to study. Media literacy is nothing but to understand how information is being gathered by the people, and at the same time, how do you react to a particular situation? How do you react to a particular news item? Okay. So, and as I told you, information is very powerful. Okay, any person in my subject, I should be a powerful person. In your subject, you have to have a specialization, you have to have a hold on the subject. So information is very powerful and it empowers people. The reason why I am sitting here, the reason why you people have become teachers is because you have a subject knowledge, you command over the subject, you can speak on any of the given topic. Fine. So information is very much important and it empowers the people. At the same time, always remember, too much is too bad. You can't have too many things for you people. Okay. So sometimes it can also cripple. It can also make you very crippled also. So we came up with a concept and we came up with this particular thing of working along with the civil society, working along with our teacher community, working along with our academicians about this media literacy, where we want to empower the citizens. Okay, we want to make, see, I don't say the citizens are not knowledgeable, are knowledgeable, there are majority of them are educated, but the way we use, I'll be coming up you with some examples, I'll be giving you some case studies, so you'll get to know that even being an educated person, okay, even being working as a professor, even being working as an associate professor, or even being working as an IAS officer for that matter, we do commit mistake too, especially in the social media, or especially when communicating the information to the people, which will affect the larger audience in the society. Okay, so that is what, so we wanted to empower the citizens. We wanted to tell you that, see, this is the much of information which is there for you, but what to be taken, what not to be taken, this is what we want to try to tell you. And even this is very much necessary for us because today youngsters, okay, you must be seeing, you'll be interacting with a lot of your students, you know how students are. Fine. So they are more than class subject, they're interested more in the internet, they're more interested in the Instagram, they're more interested in Facebook. The information is there also, but what is the kind of information they are using? Are they using something which is usable for them? Are they using anything which is developing their mindset? Is it going to help them in the social development? Because ultimately, when you call it democracy, participation of the people is important. The role of the media is very much important because we are the people who bring the news to you. Okay, we build a society, we break a society, we make a society, or we can mar a society. So everything depends upon the information. Okay, so what we thought was the Fakshala mission was here. Earlier, we used to concentrate because at that particular point of time, internet was more on metropolitan cities like Delhi, okay, where people have got hi-fi kind of a thing. So it, the economic reasons, the cultural background, everything is related to mobile usage and all. And even people didn't have access to internet. So okay, like after this Geo coming in, okay, everybody can live without food, everybody can live without a proper clothing or a proper house, but everybody needs a mobile. So what people thought was they started using this internet. So what we thought was, instead of studying people's call, we know how city people are, we know how educated people are in Bombay, Delhi, metropolitan cities, or like a cities like Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, fine. What is the condition, or what is the information level, and how this information is used by the people in the villages? We wanted to know. Even people in Hubli Taluk, or maybe people even in Maharashtra, even people in Nasik village, or maybe some people in Rajasthan village, we need to study them because ultimately information is common for everybody. I can have an access, you can have an access, anybody can have an access, anything across the globe. So we wanted to understand how these people understand the information better. At the same time, we also wanted to tell, and even the purpose of this thing is also to tell you that being educated people, we fail utterly in identifying the good information and the bad information. Okay, so everything comes to you on your WhatsApp, everything comes to you on your Facebook. Are you able to understand what is good and what is bad? So we wanted to train them about these kind of a things also, because there is lot of things which differentiate between news. Why do people watch television, or why do you read newspapers? So the main purpose is to get news, but there are many information which comes to you in the form of a news, which is not a news. It is other forms of news. I'll tell you in the coming slides what are the other forms of news, because you read it every day, but you don't know whether it's a news or not. Okay. At the same time, we wanted to understand and tell the people that which is reliable. Okay, all the information which you get in the internet is not true. All the information you get on television may not be true. So it is the bounded duty of these people or of the citizen to access the information which is trustworthy. Okay, ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. So you should be able to trust. So the thing which you can have trust on, okay, जिसके ऊपर you can यकीन कर सको, that kind of information is very much important. And how to handle overloaded information. Morning you open your WhatsApp, 100 good morning messages would be there. Night you go to the bed, you'll have 100 good night messages. So that means this overloaded of information which you have. So how we are supposed to handle this? Okay, how we are supposed to do this? Okay, so what we did was this Factuala community, we came up with a training program where we have been training the teachers, where we are training the journalists, because they are the people who write for the thing. We also in the community leaders. When I say community leaders, the community leaders are nothing but the people who have got influence, who can influence the people. Like it can be politicians, it can be some religious leaders, it can be anybody who people listen to. Okay, so we wanted to train them so that they can spread the word across. If Sapna goes and telling to some ashram, people may not listen to anything which is good or which is bad. If the same thing comes from an influencer or from Swamiji or from some particular person who has got a huge follower, people tend to follow them. So we wanted to train. This is how we started. So from past 2016, that these kind of training programs are being conducted in across the country. We have been doing, and we have been doing the training programs online, offline, and we also started doing it in different languages. Okay, because we thought English and Hindi can cater to only one particular point of time, but whereas there are many regional languages, there are many vernacular languages, people where I can't speak in Marathi, but I can speak in Kannada. So when I speak to the people, when I make them understand in their vernacular language, it is easy for them to grasp. Okay, so that was the reason why we have started doing in regional languages also. So we have got Orissa, we have got Tamil, we have got Marathi, we have got Bengali, we have in Kannada, Assami, Gujarati, Punjabi. So there are different languages in which these training programs are happening. And always remember, it is not one person's activity. We are involved. It is a research program being done for the development of the society as a whole, and also to see how media components and how media can help in bringing or building a very solid and at the same time a very informed society. Okay, at the end of the day, as a media organization or as a media teacher or as teachers of you in different subject, what is the main purpose? To make people educated, make not only see knowledge is different. Okay, at the same time intellectual is different. Everybody are educated, but everybody are not intellectual. Okay, so that is the kind of thing what we have. So we have involved many of the people, like BBC World is involved with us. We are working with Amity University, we are working with Hong Kong University, and we are trying to come up with a thing. So what I'm trying to tell you in this particular session, what I'm trying to tell you is, one is the power of information. Okay, what is information for you? What is information for Sapna may not be information for somebody else. Fine, but everybody knows that some or the other information is powerful. I'll be telling you about that. Then I'll also be telling you people about how information has overchanged. Whatever the information which comes in the media to the society. Okay. So they have been changed. Okay, you have been seeing a good change in the information flow. Okay, just imagine 10-15 years back. Just imagine when you people were school kids, or maybe when you people were in the college or maybe in the school. Okay, for us, DD, for us, certain newspapers were the news people, we are the news givers. Okay, so certain films were there. Just switch over to today and just see how much of information you have. We had only DD channel, we had only All India Radio, and we had some 8 to 10 newspapers. But today in India, there are 89,000 registered newspapers. Okay, in all the languages, in all the states, we have got 89,000 registered newspapers, and we have got 1,000 plus television channels. Where do we have time? So that means information has completely changed today. Okay, then you also have, when informations are given to you, it has a, don't think that all information is good. Whatever comes in newspaper is good, or whatever comes on television is usable. There are many bad information also, but we as individuals are not able to differentiate about it. So that I'll also be telling you about what are these consequences. As a educated person, how can you differentiate between a bad information and a good information? I'll also speak to you about information neighborhoods, where these information come from. It need not have to be media all the time. It need not have to be the newspapers all the time. It can be from the family, it can be from your friends, it can be from your relatives, it can be from your primary circle. So there is a information flow from all the directions, where whom we call as information neighborhoods. Okay, then you have one section called as news, and then you have something called as the rest of the news. I'll tell you how you have to differentiate between the news and the rest. And please remember, nowadays people have started switching over to online for all the content. If you say something, you'll say, yeah, I saw it in Google. If you say something, I'll say, yeah, I received it on WhatsApp. If you say something, yeah, I saw it on the FB. Okay, so what has become is, people have started depending more on the online content. Okay, but you are not aware that many a times these online contents are not information loaded. They are not correct. They are fake. Okay, they are misleading. Okay, they are misinformation which we don't know. Okay, though we claim ourselves as educated, though we claim we are as a higher degree, double degree holders, doctorate holders, we tend to do a lot of mistakes. Okay, which I'll tell you in the course of time. So let's understand. Okay, the very first important thing what I want you people to understand, and I want you people to share these things with your students, and in the course of period, whenever you people go and teach in the class, sometimes please create a kind of awareness. Okay, this is also very much necessary. Now the government is also thinking of bringing this media literacy as one of the component. Hello. Fine. Okay, now the government is also thinking of making this media literacy as one of the component. I think the government of Kerala has already started using it in their primary education, in their in the higher school and all, in the colleges and all. But we have it from degree. I don't know how many other states have it. If I'm not
Not audible, madam.
Ma'am, not audible.
Madam has disconnected network issues. We need to call HRDC.
So extremely sorry. Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
ma'am.
madam. Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
Hi.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
audible.
There was a power failure at my place, so I just missed out my internet. Anyways, I'll be using my mobile data. I'll be joining once again it comes. Anyways, I'll continue with my class, and I'll not be able to share the PPT with you. As and when the power comes, I'll be going along with it. Okay. So the main purpose here is to understand the information. We just want to know how this information can be used. Okay. There are many different ways in which the information has to be seen. Very first thing is always understand information today is power. Okay, how do you access this information is very much important for any human. Information is a lifeblood. Okay, you want to grow, especially in a democratic country like ours. Everybody know that without information you can't grow. You need information to grow as an individual, to grow as a, especially a democratic process. We always say that it's very important to have a very good media. Okay, when you speaking of media, we always say that media has to be very strong. Okay, media, you just can't leave out the media. Media gives you a lot of information which helps you for the democratic process. Okay, so when you're studying this, anybody, see, when you speak of information, without information, people, when I say information, without information, people can neither understand nor they effectively respond. Only when I have a very good information, when somebody poses me a question, I can respond to them in a very positive manner. I can respond to them in a very good manner. But if I don't have an information, obviously I will be cutting a sorry figure. So people react differently to the different kinds of situations and different kinds of individuals. So what makes a good information? Okay, so as I told you, information today is very much powerful. and at the same time, why everybody needs good information, why everybody goes through newspapers, or why everybody needs a good information. One is, there are certain things. One is, it will help the individual to understand the challenges and to confront it. Okay, so everybody has a challenge. Everybody has got different kind of a thing. So what you usually do is, when you understand things, you will understand, not only understand the thing, but at the same time, it will help you to accept the challenges of life. That's the first thing. Second thing is, as teachers, we need to adopt ourselves to the evolving circumstances. Okay, we need to adopt ourselves to the environment. So when you have a good information, see, I can't be the same person in India, or I can't be the same person in Brazil. I have to adopt to their lifestyle. I have to adopt to their food habits. I have to adopt to their languages. Okay, so the thing is, information, a good information about a particular place will help me to adopt to those changes. That is second important thing. Third is, it will help you to improvise your life. Any kind of information. Why do people say, we've been reading newspapers, we have been seeing televisions, everything, fine. So over the period of time, the research has shown that people in the rural areas, especially people in the rural areas, have been adopting a different kind of a lifestyle. Thanks to the televisions, thanks to the internet today, because where people have started adopting the culture, people have started adopting the food culture, people have started adopting the languages, people have started adopting how they dress up. Okay, just take a look at the thing. It means the influence of the media is very huge. And a good information can make you a good personality, and a bad information can also make you a bad personality. Okay, so all these things. At the same time, it will also help you in controlling the life. Okay, it is very much necessary for you to understand that information will help you with this is a change maker. So when we pose a question, just in the group also, I just wanted to hear from you people. Nowadays, when you do a small thing, where do you usually get your information from? Okay, this is a small question. I'm just trying to pose it to my friends, my participants today. So where do you usually get the information from? Yeah, any one of you or any one or two of you can answer. You can unmute yourself and you can answer. Where do you depend on information? Where do you usually get your information from?
Usually we used to get information from Google.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you, Mahesh, sorry. Other than that?
Yes.
Other
Good
media.
morning, madam.
Yeah, hey.
Madam, good morning.
Morning.
Madam, good morning.
Morning, Haley.
Madam, it all depends upon what type of information we need. Depending upon that, we will go through either Google or by friends or anything. It all depends upon the type of information.
Okay, can you just quote one example and let me know, sir? Can you just quote me an example? Fine. As you told, it depends upon the situation in which you choose a medium of news. Can you just quote me an example?
Say, for example, if I want a particular, a particular issue, like even in, say, in journalism only, a particular person's information I need. Preferable, I go for a Google search and I get it. If I want some other information, depending, I may go with my friends or other paper or TV. It all depends.
Okay, fine. I have a very good presentation, but the only thing is that due to this internet, I'm not able to share you. But anyways, when the power comes, I'll try to share some of the things. Okay, yes, as you told, it is a commonly it has been understood, and the research has always shown us that when people have been asked, or when the people have been posed with the question of asking them, what is the main source of information for you all? Majority of them said, as some of your friends already told, it can be newspapers, we have got radio, many of them go into websites, and many of them go into the social media, many of them go with the family, many of them go with the community. So there are different kinds of a thing. Fine, all this is good. But are you aware that the challenges are what people are facing nowadays is 80% of the people, just mark my words, 80% of the people are getting information from the social media. That means which is flooded with the information, whether you like it or not, whether you don't want to do it, the information keeps flowing to you. So there is an overwhelming flow of information to you, to your mobile, to your inboxes, or to your WhatsApp messages, or to your Insta messages, that it is overflowing. Okay, that the information is overflowing and it is coming from the social media. Why I'm speaking about the social media is because please understand that the access of this internet has been expanded very greatly. Okay, it has been the internet, the penetration of the internet is been very strong, especially in a developing country like us. You should be understanding that with 2025, with 2021 and all, every person, okay, and India is the largest user of internet in the whole world. Okay, the first being China, the largest internet users in the world is India, second largest. Okay. At the same time, the studies have also shown that 50% of our Indian population have got access to internet. The studies have shown that people don't have access to basic necessities like water, food, or maybe clothing or housing, but 50% of them have a provision, or they have been depending upon this internet, or they have been using internet. 50% of them have access to the internet thanks to Geo, or thanks to different kinds of the Airtel, or maybe your Idea, things which have become very cheaper now. Okay, it is cheaper than the buns now. Okay, so that is how the things are. Then, and the one more important thing, what the study has proven is India has got, okay, with such a big population, with a huge population, and the largest growing population also, and it's also been shown that India has got the largest base for WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಂಗೆ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ದ ರೀಸನ್ ವೈ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ದೆಮ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಗ್ ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು 100 ಜನ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಟು ಗ್ರೋ. Okay, that's the reason why whatever the issues the Facebook had with the government, I don't know, where some recent time back, a few months back, there was a problem with Twitter and Indian government. There is also a problem with Facebook and the Indian government. So they don't want to lose the market. Please understand that for them it is business, but for us it is life threat. I'll give you some examples. I'll show you some case studies as to how people have lost their life. They have lost their families. They have lost their dignity. They have lost their reputation because of all these kinds of things. So using an information in a very responsible manner, using a using a particular information in a very good manner is what we are trying to tell you. But India ದಲ್ಲಿ Facebook, YouTube and WhatsApp ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಂಗೆ ಇನ್ನು ಯಾರು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, Google, earlier it thought that only Hindi and English are very much necessary, but now you know that you can also have Facebook in Kannada. You can have a Facebook in all the local languages also. Okay, so
contact Ankita.
Manjulakshi ma'am, please mute yourself.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so the thing is, so today internet is not an urban phenomena. Okay, please understand today, internet is not an urban phenomena, but we have people who are using the things in the local languages also. Okay, so just to give you a statistics, I'm extremely sorry. I wanted to show you people everything in the picture format in my slides, but due to this internet problem, I'm not able to show you. The thing is, if you go by the statistics, there Google or maybe everything, just as statistics for you to understand. One thing is, every day, one of my friends was telling just now, Dr. Mahesh was telling me that he uses Google as the information provider, and some of my other friends were also telling. Do you know how many search happens in Google per second? 70,000 search happen in Google every second. That means we have already started 40-45 minutes since we started. Just imagine how many people might have searched in the Google per second way. I'm speaking of 1 second. 1 second. In this 1 second, across the globe, there are around 70,000 search which happens. Okay, that's the statistics for you. Second thing is, I don't know how many of my friends here write blogs, or how many of my friends write blogs or read the blogs of the different categories and all. In the whole world, every day, 50 crore blogs are written. That means, just imagine, that means people have so many things to tell. It's not possible for me to read all 50 crore blogs. That is different. But just imagine how much of the information is churning out of the people. Okay, tomorrow when you go back to your classes, even you can write about your experiences in the training period. You can create your own blog. That means 50 crore people are writing the blogs every day. At the same time, I don't know how many of you are aware of the YouTube, how many of you people look into the YouTube, or you just have some information things and all. Every minute, please mark my words, every minute there are around 500 hours of video. Okay, every minute 500 hours of videos are uploaded on YouTube. Okay, that after the lockdown, after the COVID and all, everybody knows that. Everybody know that. Everybody has become a blogger. Okay, everybody wants to have their own YouTube channel. Everybody wants to post something or the other. Okay, and Facebook, I'm a Facebookian. The thing is, I use Facebook as a documentation. Whatever activities I do, my professional activities, or it can be my personal activities and all, I try to post it on the Facebook. Okay, the main purpose here is to use this medium as a documentation so that I can recall, I can retrieve the content and all the same things are using. But there are people who are not using this particular Facebook for the purpose. Okay, Facebook pay every day 35 crores photos are being uploaded across the globe. 35 crores applications, 35 crores photos are being uploaded every day. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you here is tweets. When it comes to tweets, there are around 6,000 tweets which are being done every second. Okay, that means the information coverage, the people want to say, what people want to give something to the people. There are people who read about it, the people. But what I'm concerned here is, as a media personality or as a media academician, is social media prone to misinformation? Whatever Sapna post or whatever Mahesh post or whatever Nanjan Swami sir post, is it readable? Okay, so the main question here is, what kind of information goes in? The reason why internet or why the media is overloaded with so much of information is because here everybody is a publisher. Sapna can publish, you can publish, he can publish, she can publish. There is no restrictions. But what used to happen in newspapers, in magazines, in television is, there were a group of people who are called as reporters. They were editors. So what used to happen was, you used to give the news and people used to read it. But today, everybody is a reporter. Everybody is a journalist. Everybody is a photographer. Everybody is a videographer. Okay, so what has become is, things have gone out of our control. Okay, there is no person-to-person relationship. Okay, so organizations are completely failed. Many people have started becoming their own reporters. So the thing is, you have a separate section of people who cater to these kind of a needs. Okay, so we need to understand that whatever information which comes to you is not news. Not everything that looks like a news is not actually news. Please, I'll tell you the reasons why you need to look into it. In the earlier way, you had something called as a traditional media. So that is the newspapers, your radio stations, and your televisions were the traditional media. Okay, where you had a section of people like reporters. They were trained people. They know what to be given, what not to be given to the public, what is good for the public, what is not good for the public. So there used to be a kind of a weighing the things. But and people used to verify. Okay, people used to verify the things. People used to rewrite the things. Okay, what is important used to be shown to you. So you had an access to information. Cut to social media today. So what you see in the social media is, there is no verification. You can put any kind of the videos. It can be religious post. It can be political post. It can be marriage post. Whatever. Okay, whatever you think is important according to you, you keep posting. So there is no verification. Only thing is, you have to just upload it and it goes worldwide. Okay, people will have access to it. So the thing is, it is the one of the important things. So always remember, whatever you see on the social media may not be a reality. It can be a created one. Okay. So who creates this? Okay. The next important thing what you need to understand here is, there are three kind of people. When I speak of social media, or when we speak of the media, or when I speak about the content generation, who creates this? So I just wanted to make you people understand that when it comes to information, there are three kinds of people. Okay, three kind of people who do the information, who create this information, and who put this information on the social media. One is a creator. A creator is a person. A creator is a person who creates the content. Okay, he or she will create a content. Second, see, I'll understand, this creator can be sitting anywhere in the world. He can be sitting in Assam, he can be sitting in Europe, he can be sitting in Switzerland, he can be sitting there in Mysore. I don't know. But the thing is, there is somebody who can create something. He'll be good in writing, or he'll be a good photographer, he may be a good videographer. Okay, anybody of that sort, he or she will be a creator. The second categories of people are the consumers. See, Sapna may not be a creator, but I read, I see the videos, whatever comes to me, whatever is being sent to me by my friends. So here what happens here is you become a consumer. Okay, I start taking the things. Okay, that is the second important thing. Third categories of people are, they are not content creators, they are not only consumers, but they also become distributors. Just give you a small example. When somebody sends you a small message on WhatsApp, what we do? We just try to forward it to somebody, right? So you can send it to your group, a group of 10 people, group of 100 people, group of 256 people. Okay, there's a restriction now, as everybody knows that WhatsApp group usually have only what they call 256 capacity. So what you do is you just don't keep quiet. You just start distributing the things. So can you hear me here on the thing?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Audible, audible.
Yes, yes.
Madam.
No,
Yes,
no, the
madam.
thing is,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
power has come. The power has come. I was just switching over to my
We
laptop.
can
One second. Just give me 1 minute, sir. Just give me 1 minute. I'll switch over. I'll switch over.
All right.
I'll be resuming my. Whatever, whenever you get.
Madam, you are.
Ma'am, not audible.
You don't keep quiet. Okay, you don't keep quiet when some messages comes to you. You want to distribute it. You want to send it to some people. So you become automatically, you become a distributor. Okay. So when all these things happen, there are consequences. Okay, you have to understand that whatever messages which comes to you are not good messages. They are also something called as bad messages. So there are consequences which happen. I'll just give you some case studies. I'll try to give you some anecdotes which will help you to understand this much more better. The WhatsApp in India. Okay, WhatsApp in India is one of the majorly used, one of the regularly used format is the WhatsApp. Okay, we use it as a what do you call, one sec, sir. So 1 sec, my internet has resumed. 1 sec.
ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ dear participants, please wait a minute. There must be some technical stack from resource person side. Please wait. From the resource person side, both audio and video is muted now. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Sorry, I'm
Please,
just trying
please
to.
go on. No problem. No problem. Please, ma'am.
I'm trying to recover. Extremely sorry about it. Okay, so what happens here is I'll be telling you some of the anecdotes. I'll be giving you some information as to how information which we think is good for us may be good or maybe bad for somebody else. Okay, WhatsApp, as we all know, it has become one of the mostly distributed, mostly used app for messaging. Okay, earlier we had something called as a messaging app where you used to write to type a message and used to send it. But nowadays everything comes on a WhatsApp. Okay, so how these false messages, how these bad messages circulate, or how it travels across the globe, and how it can be a kind of a terror to the people. I'll be giving an example. Very recently, maybe around one and a half year, maybe before the COVID thing, there was one rumor. Okay, there was a rumor in the WhatsApp, which was floating in the WhatsApp, which said that people from Northeast India, I will just I'll beg your pardon if there are any participants from the Northeast. It is just a case study what I'm trying to tell you. So there was a rumor, somebody had created a content which said that the people from the Northeast in India, especially in Bangalore, are trying to abduct the children. Okay, they're trying to kidnap the children and they're trying to sell them for human trafficking and also for begging. So somebody is somewhere sitting there, somebody Bangalore, especially in the state of Bangalore, in Karnataka and in the city of Bangalore, they started moving out to their respective cities because yaradru obbar northeast avna nodidre people have started beating him. That means somebody, in order to create a kind of hatred, I don't know who has created that, whether the thing was, but it was a false information. Because see, for example, I have a grudge on somebody. What I do is I write something bad about him and I start circulating it in the newspaper, in the WhatsApp or in the Facebook. So what happens here is the medium which was supposed to be used for disseminating the information has been completely used to create a kind of a bad consequences. And we are in India, especially, we are using these platforms, we are using these particular apps for these kind of purposes rather than using it for some education purposes. So the rumor spread so strongly, it was such a wildfire that more than 48 people were being killed. You are not aware of it, but that 48 people are a family. They are somebody's brother, they are somebody's husband, they are somebody's wife, they are somebody's son. So the thing is, for a person who had just an hatred for some or the other point of time, he has created something. So what happened? This rumor started thing. Okay. So this was one of the example which you can easily say that all the information, and there was no verification. Okay. Nobody knew whether it was true. Nobody knew whether it was right or wrong, but everybody wanted to give a try. Okay. Everybody wanted to give a try and see whether these things are happening or not. Okay. So the second important thing. Okay. The second important thing here is about during COVID. Okay, I just want to give you, because everybody, we are still in the COVID period. We are not completely overcome the COVID period. Everybody knows about it. In Iran, there was a rumor. I'm just giving an example from the international study that it's not only in India which happens, across the globe also it happens. In Iran, somebody wrote a message. Okay, somebody wrote a message saying that if you drink alcohol, during the COVID period, everybody had become a doctor. Everybody in the household, my mother was a doctor, my father was a doctor. Everybody wanted to give their suggestions. Everybody wanted to give their opinions and all. So in the same way, in Iran, somebody wrote a message in WhatsApp saying that if you drink alcohol, you'll not be affected by COVID. That was a message which was not authenticated, which was not from a reliable source, but somebody wrote it and somebody left it on the internet. Whether you are aware of or not, in Iran, 700 people died not because of corona, but because of excessive drinking. Okay, old age people, pregnant women, children, senior citizens. That means people had started believing that rumors that alcohol can help them in preventing with the coronavirus. So in India also, we have done all these kind of things. It's not an example which I need to take from Iran. Even in India also, there was many incidents which said that if you drink cow urine, you'll not be affected by the corona. There was also a rumor that if you take bath in the cow dung, okay, you're not going to be affected by the corona. Okay, so these are some of the important things which people have started believing. So you need to understand about these small kind of things. So in order to keep a tab, so there are a lot of rumors coming in. So there was a lot of things which was happening in the media platforms during COVID and the COVID period. Supreme Court came up with a verdict. Okay, what it said was, people in India will not be killed by corona, but whereas the fake news can kill corona more. Okay, so on March 30th, 2020, the Supreme Court came up with an order. Fake news and the panic news will destroy more life than coronavirus. That was true also. Many people died because of heart attack. Many people, because the TV were showing more of the dead bodies, TV were showing more of the people suffering due to corona. Yes, we have respect for all the people who have lost their life, then family members, yes, that's there. But what was happening in the media is there was no verifications. There was no authentic information. there was no reliable sources. Okay, people used to believe it. Okay, what will an astrologer do for coronavirus? Tell me. People started going to the astrologers. People started taking the opinions from the astrologers. So this was a kind of thing. That means why I'm telling you all these things is because information is free. Information is not doing excuse me. As information is being spread very widely with these kind of social medias and all, the rumors started spreading. Please understand, the main purpose of this social media is 4 things. One is to circulate rumors online. First thing is, it is easy for you to circulate the rumors or the devious information or the content in the social media. First thing, it can be circulated freely. Okay, WhatsApp is not charging you, Facebook is not charging you, YouTube is not charging you. So content becomes very free. But whereas if you want to give an advertisement in the newspaper, they ask you for the money. So people don't want to go to papers. Okay, so one is the thing, it is the rumors which has been circulated. Second is, this information, whatever is being circulated, can create panic. Okay, it will create a kind of a panic in the minds of the people because they are all not educated people. People will know what to be believe and what not to believe. Even educated people like us have started doing a lot of things, believing that it is true. Just give an example. I am a Sai Baba devotee. Okay, I believe in that kind of thing. Everybody maybe. I'm just telling you my personal thing as to how things happen. So tomorrow somebody sends a message. Okay, please forward this Sai Baba message to 10 people. So tomorrow something good is going to happen to you. If people might have received, the 10 logo ko forward karo, the 100 logo ko forward karo, a good thing will come to you. We know that it is not true, but still the inner mind, the inner soul will tell us that you're forwarding. You please forward it to some people. At least for 10 people, you just forward it, if not for 100 people. See, that message what you have sent is information which is not going to harm anybody. Okay, it's not going to harm anybody. Whether you are a bhakti or whether you are a follower, it's okay, fine. It's not going to work. Just imagine the same kind of message is about a rape. Same kind of a message is about a beating of a wife. A same kind of a message is something related to a culture, related to a religion, related to a lady. Just imagine the consequence. Okay, without saying, there are many incidents where we have seen the rape videographs, the molested videographs, the dead bodies of a person, or maybe the accident scenes, which have been forwarded to 100 people without any kind of a verification. Just imagine, a person has lost his husband, she has lost her husband in an accident, and that accident picture has been recorded by somebody. And the same picture goes to the family member, to the children, to the wife. Just imagine this kind of situation, what they will undergo. My daddy was all right, very next day, the very next moment is a dead body because he has been crushed under the car, crushed under the bus. Just imagine the psychological impact these messages have. Okay, so what has happened for us is, for us it is very good. For us it is a kind of a time pass. For some of them they use it as an entertainment, but not for everybody. Okay, so why I'm telling you all these things is, it has created a kind of a panic among the people. If it is good, fine, you can take it. But more than good things, 80% of the content what you see are bad information or non-usable information. Okay, so it will lead to misinformation. And the thing is, the most important thing is, it will damage the very fabric of the society. Okay, it is very disastrous to know. It is very bad thing for us to understand that these kind of informations are leading us. These kind of information are creating a kind of a panic in the society. That is also very much we need to understand. Okay, so then there are also a lot of videos. Now, a lot of videos which come into the YouTube, whatever people see. There are incidents where YouTubes are being created. Once the power comes, I'll just try to show you with all those things. I'm extremely sorry about it. So let's do a small exercise. Before I restrict and before I set up the thing, just take some 2 minutes and please tell me, what is the latest fake news you people have seen, or you people have heard, or you people have forwarded to your friends? Any 2 or 3 incidents, you please tell me, which you have forwarded or which you have received from your friends. By then I'll fix this thing. My power has come in. I'll just add in. Yes. Yeah, please. Please tell me what are the messages or what are the important things you people have seen.
Madam, I have received many of time message like someone has died by an accident. Their family members, they are ready to give the different organs of their body. So and so. Yes, the incident has happened, but it was happened so many years back. But still the is running.
Yeah, I left the meeting there because I was in my this thing. Fine. Yes, sir. Please tell me. Please tell me. Sir, can you enable me to host the screen? Anju Swami, sir. Can you please allow me to share the screen? Please tell me, sir. Somebody was telling me that what is the recent messages you people have seen or you people have heard about a fake content which you have believed and which you have forwarded to your friends, and later on you got to know that it is a fake message or it was not a correct one. Anybody who have done this? Yeah.
Did you get my voice?
No, Mahesh, Dr. Mahesh, no, I didn't hear you. Please.
Just a minute, madam. I have been made host. Madam, you have been the host now. You can make use of the PPT.
Yes. Thank you.
Please, madam.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please go ahead. Mahesh, yeah.
Many of times we are getting a message like someone has died and their family members are ready to donate their organs and so and so.
Okay.
And one more thing is Amazon is coming up with a huge what we say offer, and if you share it to 10 people you will be getting a car or some other things.
Okay, so you have done that. Have you forwarded it to somebody else? See, you are an educated person, so you know about it. Okay, fine. But just imagine if the same kind of a content goes to a rural populace, or they know what is an Amazon, they know what is a Flipkart. So what they'll do is they'll click it on that, or maybe obviously they'll forward it to 100 or 15 people or maybe 100 people. So what has happened here is it has become an easy tool for us. Okay, it has become an easy tool for us to see things. Can you see the screen now?
No, madam.
Can people see the screen? Just check.
No, madam.
No, madam.
Ma'am,
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
Yes.
ಅದೇ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. I'm just sharing it. I'll just try it. The next time ಇಂದ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ. I'll not take a chance of doing it from my home now. So this is a big problem for us.
ನೀವು ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ 11:45 ಬಂದೇ ಬಿಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಈಗಲೇ ಬೇರೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ PPT ಶೇರ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಹೌದಾ?
ಪೀಪಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಅದೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. I've been trying that.
Maybe ಮೇಡಮ್.
I'll just open it and so okay. ನಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ವರಿಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್. ಬಂದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸರಿ, ಆಯ್ತು. Okay, so please keep speaking. Some of the people can share your experience. By then I'll fix my this thing.
In the beginning, I think that I thought that the same message is reliable, and so I was sending it to my friends. But now I don't send such messages or forward it to anybody, because if such kind of message comes again, suddenly a smile will come on my face, and
okay, you avoid. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, madam. Now it's sharing, madam. Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So I'll get back to that. So the thing is, just see this picture, just see this video, because you might have seen this video or you might have seen this particular thing on your WhatsApp or something. So it says that in the video so it says Indian child kidnapping. Okay, this is the picture what they give, and they say Indian child kidnapping. The same kind of video is being used in that Indian child kidnapping in Bangalore, child kidnapping in Assam, child kidnapping in Delhi, your city is not safe. The same video has been used around 100 times. Okay, so what we did was, from Factchala, we wanted to see the authentication of the video. ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತ್ಯ ಇದೆ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನಿಜಾನಾ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ there are certain apps which you people can also do. Even you are a very common man, even you can with certain things and all, you can verify whether whether it is a real app or real video or not. So when we did the fact check, it got to know that this particular video was done in Karachi. Okay, it is not an Indian video also. This is a video done by the government of Pakistan about the safety of the children. So Jana and Martha, what people will do is they will take the video, edit the very important part of it, and they'll try to post it without giving you the full thing. So what happened was people started believing that Bangalore is an unsafe city for children, Bangalore is an unsafe city for Delhi. So when we did a cross check, we got to know that this was a public service advertisement released by the government of Pakistan for the safety of children. But ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇದೊಂದು not just an example. What they did was they took up this particular video, edited only some part of it, and they started circulating it in creating a panic among the minds of the people. Okay, so I was just asking you about how things can be manipulated. Okay, how things can be a misinformation. I'll tell you what kind of informations are. Okay, I just wanted to know the information. So please, this is very much important for you. There are different types of information. Okay, understand that whatever information comes to you, there are two kinds of information what you say. These are called as misinformation and disinformation. Okay, so what is this misinformation? Misinformation is information which is false. Okay, so for example, Nanjan Swami sir gets a message. Okay, and that information is a false information, but it's Nanjan Swami sir or Sapna doesn't know that the information is wrong, and I start sending it to others, believing it is to be true. ನಂಬ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನೋ ನಿಜ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, I will start forwarding those messages. So that kind of information is called as misinformation. This happens without the knowledge of the person. That is a misinformation. This is dangerous. Disinformation is information where Sapna knows that is false. So she very well knows that the information is wrong, the information is fake, the information is going to harm somebody. Though knowing all these things, intentionally, deliberately, I start spreading these messages through the WhatsApp, through the Facebook. This is called as disinformation. In India, this is what we are following. Okay, we know that if you send this particular piece of message, if you send this particular piece of information, it is going to harm certain religious people, it is going to harm certain gender people, but still you do it deliberately because you want to hurt somebody, you want to create a kind of polarization in the society. Okay, so you do it intentionally, deliberately you do this. You have certain set of people, you have a certain categories of people, certain organizations are there who are known for this kind of thing, disinformation. Okay, so polarization ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. For example, just give an example, because I am from the media. Academic purpose, what I'm trying to tell you, we are not supporting any political party, or we are not supporting any religious party here. All our academicians here, please try to understand that if an example is been given, it is taken from the society, it has happened in the society, so we have taken the particular thing. It can be related to any of the religion. Okay, I'm just taking an example. Again, I'm telling you again and again, it is only for the academic purpose. In the media, I'm telling you as to how disinformation can spread and how you can corner a particular category of people. I told you about the northeastern people who were targeted for no reasons. Okay, so they were targeted for no reasons. That is one thing. Second thing is about the coronavirus. Okay, coronavirus, it was for everybody. Okay, it can be people from different gender, people from different background, people from different continent, everybody were affected. Okay, cut short to India. So when we came to India in the beginning, that is in the first wave of the coronavirus, so everybody started targeting one particular religion of the PT, one particular community of the people. For example, everybody started using tabligis. See, don't ever think that coronavirus has affected only one particular religion of people. It had affected everybody, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the gender, the geographic area, or our cultural background, our economic status. Everybody have been affected. But why you have been targeting only one particular categories of people, that you are spreading it? So when you started doing that, you started creating this disinformation. How many videos, how many pictures, how many things have been posted on one particular categories of people? Okay, so the thing is, you wanted to create a polarization. You wanted to divide this. Why I'm telling you here is this, because information today, because when you speak of media, when we speak of the society, when we speak of media, we say you are a change maker. You are the mirror of the society. Now, you are the watchdog of the society. You have to make the people strong. You have to give the relevant information. But is it the information what you are giving? I sir. So why any Hindus or any Christians or any Parsis, any Sikhs, are we not affected by the corona? Is it only from that particular kind of people? So this is what is happening. Okay, so it's an example. Again, I am telling you it is an academic thing, but why in disinformation? So because Sapna knows that is wrong, but intentionally I'm trying to do it because I want to create a target for that people. I want to polarize them. I want to corner them. So this is what is happening at the social media level. So misinformation is, if Sapna doesn't know it is wrong, and if I'm doing it unintentionally, it is not going to harm anybody, fine, that is okay. But if you're doing it intentionally and you're bringing a bad name for certain category, you're targeting that particular category, that means that is disinformation. This is what is happening in our social media. So now, then what is fake news? Okay, everybody knows it's a fake news. Okay, everybody, we have been speaking about fake news. Okay, I want to ask my friends here in the group. I just want to know, what is the first fake news you have heard? And did you ever fall for a fake news? I was just asking some of your friends, did tell me. And any recent fake news which you have come across in TV, in radio, or maybe in television or in the social media. If you have come across, have you read it? Have you forwarded it? Or have you shared it? Or have you ignored it? Okay, please, if you can just tell me something on these things. After this, we can take a break. It's 11:15. We'll take a break after this. Then I'll continue with the second part of the story also. So please tell me before we take a break. I just want to know from my friends whether, what do you think fake news is all about? And if you have heard, if you have done, taken it, have you ever shared it? Have you ever repented on that? Hello? Hello?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Can you just tell me? I thought maybe again I've lost my internet connection. ಯಾರು ಫೇಕ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಕ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು have you fall prey to the fake news, or is there anything which you have forwarded to your friends? Okay, if you
ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಅಮೆಝಾನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯಿಂದ
okay
ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
See, there are many people who have lost money because of that. Okay, many people say Tata company is offering a car for you, and he was also telling about some body organs. Okay, that body organ thing is there from past 10-15 months. The same messages keeps coming to your WhatsApp now and then. So what happens here? Same, yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Has died for many of times.
That's, maybe that is also there. And even there was a fake news also. Okay, fake news also saying that so and so chief, so and so minister have died, so and so film actor has died. Okay, for example, Kapil Dev. I don't know how many of you are aware that there was a fake news about Kapil Dev being dead.
And
Okay,
he was
somebody has also
hospitalized.
written, in reality he was hospitalized. Yes, that is true. He had an heart attack or maybe something, so he was hospitalized. But as soon as a person goes into the hospital, the messages keeps coming. Okay, rest in peace, rest in peace. Okay, that means you are not verifying the things. Okay, this is happening more in number because here there is no control. You are a publisher, Sapna is a publisher, Mr. A is a publisher, Mr. B is a publisher. So you have a certain group of people, 100 people, 200 people, 1,000 followers. So they will tend to believe whatever you people say. So you have to be very careful whenever you are doing this. Okay, I'll tell you what are the see, when I say fake news, there are 14 varieties of fake news which you may not be aware of. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, but it is a categories of fake news. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರೀ fake news ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು, but there are 14 categories of fake news which you do every day, which you send across, which you meet, or which you send it to your friends every now and then, which I'll be telling after the break. Nanjun Swami sir, can we take a break?
Yes,
Nanjun
sure,
Swami sir,
sure, madam.
I'm just telling you, if your time is there till 11:30 ತನಕ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ನನಗೇನಿಲ್ಲ.
ಒಂದು ತೊಂದರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಈಗ ಟೀ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. 11:35-40 ಬೇಗನೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Okay, fine. That will be better.
11:45 you can take little bit early.
Yeah, sure. Okay, 11:40. Yeah, 11:40 will join then. Yes,
okay.
Sure.
Dear participants, please join the link at 11:40, please.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam, thank you.
Dear participants, here is an announcement. Yesterday evening, I uploaded on information through WhatsApp group stating that 4 participants are supposed to submit the research project proposal, but only one submitted. But still, course ID number, I think 30, 36 and 88 not submitted.
Sir,
You will lose 20 marks, that's all. Okay. Don't expect again and again to get the information from our center, please. ನೀವು ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಕೇಳೋದು ಅಷ್ಟು ಸೂಕ್ತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಟೀಚರ್, ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, I will wait up to 1 p.m. Otherwise, leave that matter. Okay. Now take a break now. You please join the link at 11:40. Thank you.